Dane's very quiet in this. I kind of get that he hasn't spent much time with. I love that. I love how the weapons are retractable. Makes no sense.
Shepard, can you hear me?
But it's cool. The rangefinder doesn't change in this either.
All right.
He could have popped him then.
Wave him over and keep him talking.
He had an absolute clean shot. There was no civilians around. And you can see Garrus from up the top on the balcony.
Let's get this over with.
You're in my shot. Move to the side.
Listen, Sidonis, I'm here to help you.
It's murder.
Don't ever say that name aloud.
I'm a friend of Garrus. He wants you dead, but I'm hoping that's not necessary.
You could have popped him then as
Is
well.
this some kind of joke?
Damn it, Shepard. If he moves, I'm taking the shot.
You're
I
not
know he
kidding,
wouldn't,
are you?
because Garrus is a proper trained sniper, but...
Screw this. I'm not sticking around here to find out. Tell Garrus I had my own problems.
Don't move.
Get off me!
I'm the only thing standing between you and a hole in the head.
Fuck. Look, I didn't want to do it. I didn't have a choice.
Everyone has a choice.
They got to me. Said they'd kill me if I didn't help. What was I supposed to do?
Let me take the shot, Shepard. He's a damn coward.
That's it? You were just trying to save yourself?
I know what I did. I know they died because of me. I have to live with that. I wake up every night, sick and sweating. Each of their faces staring at me, accusing me. I'm already a dead man. I don't
Tense,
sleep.
man.
Food has no taste. Some days, I just want it to be over.
Just give me the chance.
He is already a dead man.
You've got to let it go, Garrus. He's already paying for his crime.
He hasn't paid enough. He still has his life.
Look at him, Garrus. He's not alive. There's nothing left to kill.
My men, they deserved better.
Tell Garrus. I guess there's nothing I can say to make it right.
Just go. Tell him to go.
He's giving you a second chance, Sidonis. Don't waste it.
I'll try, Garrus. I'll make it up to you somehow. Thank you for talking to him.
I'm always just expecting a shot as we walk away. He ain't happy with me.
I know you want to talk about this, but I don't. Not yet.
I know it didn't go the way you planned, but I think it's for the best.
I'm not so sure.
Give it time.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be enough. I want to know I did the right thing, not just for me. For my men.
I get
They
that.
deserve to be avenged. But when Sidonis was in my sights, I just couldn't do it.
The lines between good and evil blur when we're looking at people we know.
Yeah, there was still good in him. I could see it. So much easier to see the world in black and white. Gray. I don't know what to do with gray.
I don't like how this one's worded, but I like the answer.
You've got to go with your instincts.
My instincts are what got me into this mess.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
Thanks, Shepard,
What you've done.
for everything. Let's get going. I need some distance from this place.
Look at the positive that you did in Omega. Yes, people died. But he tried to make a difference. And for some people, he did. Alright. Leveled up. Garrus' traitor has been found and dealt with, leaving Garrus clear-headed for the mission. This is the bit I don't like. Operatives in CSEC will ensure no criminal charges are filed against him or Shepard. Actually, I like that bit, but may be able to co-opt Harkin's criminal network, sending agents to investigate. Everything we do, every time we try and help someone or we do a loyalty mission, the elusive man finds a way to manipulate the situation so that Cerberus benefits. I am not up for that. We have to take this guy down. Garrus has got armor-piercing ammo, which is nice. Will work well with his weapon loadout. I mean, he just chews through armor, basically. And it fits his character as well. It works for me. We got a new outfit. We got the sniper rifle damage, so we're now up to 30%, which is really cool. Credits. We missed one, but we know we missed one because I got shot. So 27, almost 28,000 credits, and the iridium. So yeah. Do we touch in with Bailey? Is Bailey going to have anything for us? Oh, we have those fake IDs.
Yes?
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
Bailey is such a cool character. I really like Bailey. I hope we've not put him in a sticky situation.
I can't believe...
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
It's a private matter.
Give me a chance. I might be able to help.
I don't see why you would. Since your kind gained a seat on the council, they've taken over CSEC customs. There are hundreds of new security checks and travel restrictions. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Why would they consider you a risk? You're obviously not Geth.
I don't know.
There's a lot of anti-human
We've
sentiment in
got
this
on a list
universe as
somewhere
well.
for some reason, and they won't tell us anything because it's classified.
I'll see if I can get it sorted out.
I'm not holding my breath. So?
Good news. I found you some new transit IDs.
Gets rid of them.
How did you get those?
If you don't want them, I could just take them back.
No, I'll take them. With thanks. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
I like helping the blue babes. Although they didn't really help me in Ilium, did they? 1,000 credits. Very nice, very nice. Okay, back to Normandy. We have some conversations to have. We have lots of conversations to have, actually. Need to speak to Garrus and Thane. I don't know why it sounds like an F1 car, especially in space. Oh, heavy pistol damage.
Commander,
Oh.
you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Anything else I need to know?
Morden's psych profile warned of hyper behavior, but he is like a hamster on coffee. He's going to be a very productive member of the team. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
How's the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do we chat again?
Have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
We've done all this.
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Let's hope.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
This is where it gets creepy.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I'm good.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Maybe. I mean, if you're gonna keep doing that whole "I trust you with my life" stuff, then maybe not. Alright, we've got lots of stuff to upgrade on the weapon front, so heavy pistol damage, then we get heavy pistol critical, which means that sometimes they just deal double damage. On the counterfacts, that's going to be awesome. And then sniper rifle damage, which gives us 50% headshot damage. Garrus is going to love that. He's just going to love that. Very cool, very cool. Yeah, everybody's down here. Let's go chat to Thane. My boy Thane. About maybe his boy?
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals.
True.
The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
I love the... I've said it before, but I love the reverb on his voice. Especially when you think about the condition that he has with his lungs. And how they're sort of... There's too much moisture in them. It just... It works.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until
This
I
is
was
a very
12.
Spartan
In the
thought
training.
as well.
I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
The Hanar? Excessively polite, worship the Protheans? They don't seem the type who train assassins.
Every species trains assassins. The Hanar are only unusual in that they need other species to do the killing for them. They have a strong grip and natural toxins, but have you ever seen one move quickly outside of water? Or fire a gun?
That's a good point.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the Compact. It was an honor for our family.
The Compact.
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us. Some of us from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the Compact.
What exactly are the terms of the Compact?
There are many things the Hanar can't do, even with mechanical aid. They ask Drell to assist them.
This can't be legal. They made your whole race into slaves.
Don't insult me, Shepard.
That's true.
Anyone can refuse to serve.
It was a silly question.
We owe our existence to the Hanar. We are proud to repay the debt.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you.
His backstory is incredible.
Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, then the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
It's a fate that we may suffer. I'm not saying anytime soon, but it's a warning to humanity. And this is, and I said this last time, that you won't see because it didn't fucking record. But Thane he's an assassin, right? But he's also he's religious, he's spiritual, his mind and body work as one. He prays to the goddess of the hunt, to the goddess of death, salvation for every kill. So that in itself makes him an interesting character and something different to what we've had previously on our crew. And then you bring in the backstory of the Drell and the overpopulation, the collapse of their society, the Hanar saved them, and then the Compact, and there is so much in this character that you could just ignore. You don't have to speak to him, you don't have to come down here but there's so many wonderful little details that not only fit the character that they've made with like I said, with the moisture in his lungs and his voice, because the Hanar homeworld is moist compared to Rakana, and then the Hanar saving them, so the contract, and he was trained to be a spiritual assassin for the Hanar, and now he does it on his own. But it's so well thought out, but it's also a cautionary tale. And that's what sci-fi does incredibly. Some of the best works in sci-fi, and I know we're getting off the game here, but I love this stuff in games. This is why I love role-playing stuff and story-focused stuff, because when it's done well, it's beautiful. But the writing in this game and some of the characters and the series as a whole, alright, let's take out the ending of Mass Effect 3. But up to that point, the writing is very tight. 3 falls off in places, but 1 and 2, it's like, you know, it's as good as some of the best sci-fi out there. And they've thought about it, the real world. Obviously there's an element of fantasy in here, but the science stuff behind it works as well. They've thought about every aspect that a human mind can think about when you're dealing with alien races. They've created a world. This is why Star Wars has been around for years. George Lucas created a world that people fell in love with and that felt familiar yet foreign. That's what they've done with Mass Effect. Mass Effect is, if it's handled properly and they did movies, it could be a major sci-fi franchise, mainstream. And they've fumbled it. For 11 years, they've fumbled it. But it still has a core base of fans that just love and adore this series, the characters. When I play this, I'm sitting, yes, I'm recording it and I'm putting the content out for you guys to watch. And I know that some of you are enjoying it, some of you it's not your kind of thing. I get that. It's absolutely fine. But I am loving every moment of playing this game. Just on a simple, like, animal brain level of, I love this stuff. It's just so well done, it's so well thought out, and this is what competent writing is. And it's missing in a lot of things now. I think gaming is one of the few bastions of hope that still has good writing. This game is something else, and I always forget how good it is until I play it.
But you don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch, he dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-colored eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
Yeah. You look after yourself, then. Anything you need, you let me know. Oh, he's such a good character.
I didn't think Rupert had it in him.
I just hope he washed his hands before he prepped it. You want to talk, brother?
Shepard, need me for something?
Have you got a minute?
Sure, just killing time anyway. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Sidonis. Whatever happens with the Collectors or the Reapers or whoever else comes after us, I know you'll get the job done.
You actually think we'll find something worse than Collectors or Reapers?
I like to expect the worst. There's a small chance I'll be pleasantly surprised.
You know that we're only this far because it's me and Shep, right? It's Garrus and Shep.
I couldn't do this without you, Garrus.
Sure you could. Not as stylishly, of course.
This is a warrior brotherhood.
Strange going into a suicide mission on a human ship.
Well, we're missing
People don't
Rex.
prepare for high-risk operations the way Turians do.
I thought you'd be used to high-risk operations on human ships. I mean, think about tracking Saren to Ilos.
Sure, but that was quick. We raced out, landed, blew up some Geth, and saved the galaxy. This time we've got Miranda and Cerberus and that AI all telling us what we're up against. I think I preferred blind optimism.
Seriously?
Honestly, Garrus, what do you think our chances are?
Honestly, the Collectors killed you once, and all they did is piss you off. I can't imagine they'll stop you this time.
Love that line.
An unmapped area, advanced technology, and the Collectors. We're going to lose people. No way around that. Not a happy analysis, I know. Don't worry. I won't spread it around. And I'm with you regardless.
Do you ever regret leaving CSEC or the Turian military?
Not for a minute. When it comes down to it, Shepard, I don't think I'm a very good Turian. When a good Turian hears a bad order, he follows it. He might complain, but he knows his place. I just don't see the point in staying quiet and polite. Not when the galaxy is at stake.
And it's that. Again, this is why Garrus is such a good character. Because he fully accepts his flaws. And his flaws have turned him into the person that he is, the person that follows Shepard. If Garrus wasn't flawed and hadn't accepted that he was flawed, he wouldn't have joined us in Mass Effect 1. He wouldn't have ended up on Omega. He wouldn't be here now. It's the continual character development. It's brilliant.
How do Turian crews get ready for high-risk missions?
With violence, usually. Turian ships have more operational discipline than your alliance, but fewer personal restrictions. Our commanders run us tight, and they know we need to blow off steam. Turian ships have training rooms for exercise, combat sims, even full-contact sparring. Whatever lets people work off stress.
You mean Turian ships have crewmen fighting each other before a mission?
It's supervised, of course. Nobody's going to risk an injury that interferes with the mission, and it's a good way to settle grudges amicably. I remember right before one mission, we were about to hit a Batarian pirate squad. Very risky. This recon scout and I had been at each other's throats. Nerves, mostly. She suggested we settle it in the ring.
Okay.
I assume you took her down gently?
Actually, she and I were the top-ranked hand-to-hand specialists on the ship. I had reach, but she had flexibility. It was brutal. After 9 rounds, the judge called it a draw. There were a lot of unhappy bettors in the training room. We ended up holding a tiebreaker in her quarters. I had reach, but she had flexibility. More than one way to work off stress, I guess.
You dog. That's how Shepard handles high-stress situations.
Thanks for the talk, Garrus. I'll see you later.
Sure thing.
I'm glad you're here. Genuinely. Oh, I just had a thought. No, it's red. Okay. Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
You have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to speak with you, in fact.
Oh, really? On the sofa. The private sofa.
I wanted to apologize. I didn't fully believe you'd be up to the task, and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've seen, I wish Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
I don't work for Cerberus.
I trust you, but I don't trust Cerberus. Your experiments crossed the line.
All the time, yes. But I recall a Spectre who crossed a few lines while hunting down Saren and the Geth, and we'd be
That's
lucky
different.
to have you. Too many join us out of simple xenophobia. We need more people here for the right reasons.
I saw your bases years ago. You were using Rachni, Thorian creepers, even husks to make your own army.
The husks were already dead. The
Not
Thorian
the point.
creatures were mindless, and the
Not the
Rachni were
point.
abandoned once we understood their intelligence. We weren't breeding
Really?
an army, we were breeding expendable shock troops for high-risk scenarios. How many soldiers
Spartan
died
threes.
in Saren's attack on Eden Prime? How many would have lived if we'd had just a dozen Rachni soldiers on our side?
That's a piss poor response. And you killed Kahoku. Admiral Kahoku. I'd take Kahoku over 12 Rachni soldiers.
What was Cerberus trying to prove by experimenting on children like Jack?
A mistake, no question. Not mine. And one that was corrected once we discovered the extent of the experiments being performed.
She's too far in, isn't she?
With your intelligence, you could have landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
I don't want his personal attention.
The best thing he did was to put you on my squad.
That's
You'd have
true,
been
I
fine
think.
without me. I may not have believed it before, but I don't have what you do. That fire that makes someone willing to follow you into hell itself.
Balls? She looks good in black, though. Remember the balls talking.
My father got me the best jeans money could buy. Guess it wasn't enough.
It looks enough.
You always bring up your genetic tailoring. It really bothers you, doesn't it?
This is what I am, Shepard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of that. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
Turn on that Shepard charm.
I can't admire your body or your mind. You give your father too much credit. Yeah, he gave you gifts. But you can be proud of what you've done with them.
Oh. Thank you.
She does
Perhaps
look
I
good in
wouldn't mind
black.
if you admired my body.
Okay, now we're on.
You wouldn't, huh?
I think I could live with it.
It's only fair. You've had 2 years to look at me. And I was wearing less than you are.
Shepard, wait. I need to think about this.
Scared, Ms. Lawson?
Cautious, Commander Shepard. But interested. Very interested. For now, I should work and think. I'll talk to you later.
She's flustered. She's very flustered. I don't know if that's an animation thing or just because of this situation, but I like that she sort of looks back as you're walking on. She's very flustered. Shepard's very lonely. I think seeing Ash has had an adverse effect on him. If I'm honest. But, you know, if you want someone to take your mind off things, Miranda's certainly someone. Alright, what do we got? From Cerberus Command, Blue Sun ambush site detected. Start going through that intel. Fine work, by the way. Shut up, we're not friends. We discovered the location of the base where the mule fell into the Blue Sun's trap. Blue Suns are indeed using false distress signals to lure merchant freighters near their base with the intent of capturing and raiding those vessels. If you can get there, shut down the beacon, it'll save a lot of merchants, a lot of distress. And it'll strike a blow at the Blue Suns as a whole. Good, I'm happy to do that. Sanctum in the Decoris system in Sigurd's Cradle. Fair enough. Admiral Darozen Vas Moray. Shepard Vas Normandy. I've been, what's this one called? A pleasure to meet you. Never a good way to start things, is it? I've been digging through the Alarai. Just wanted you to know that I did find a few things from the experiments Rael Zora was conducting. Had you shared them with me, humanity might have reaped the benefits. Instead, once my own experiments are complete, you and your people will watch from a distance as the Quarian people reclaim not just their homeworld, but the largest synthetic army in the galaxy. Rael Zora's death will not be in vain. I will complete what he started. That sounds really sinister. Cordially, Admiral Darozen Vas Moray. And update on the kid. From Bailey. My man Bailey. Hey Shepard, just wanted to let you know the Drell kid's doing okay. Everything's taken care of legally, and he's doing some work for me. Helping me deal with some trash in the wards. Oh god, Bailey, what are you doing? Maybe make life better for some of those kids like Mouse. Not perfect, but then what is? Don't know if your Drell and mine are talking. I told him life was too short and not to. But I don't know if it took. Good luck out there, Bailey. Bailey's a guy, man. Now when we've got... Oh, we've got all the ships. We've got all the ships. They are clearly not to scale, because Sovereign is massive, and the Normandy is tiny compared to the Alliance and the Tyrian crafts. And the Geth ships as well, actually. No, looking good. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to do. Yeah, let's put that on. And... plus 10% health? Yeah. I like the up-armoured thigh of these. I know it looks a bit weird on the calf, but we'll go with it. I quite like them. It looks more like the armoured Batman suit. There is some new shoulder pads I want somewhere, though. I think that's Tachanka. Where we're heading next?